So you see, for me as a chief designer Bugatti, my main job when we do an homage project is not to get stuck in a retro direction, but making translations that find a win-win situation with technical development that is challenging on a package of a Chiron, translating it and still creating a reminiscence that looks modern in terms of the car that we're quoting. I think the inspiration leads back to three items, I would say. One is obviously the car, the EB110 SS at the time. The other one is Romano Artioli, who has really revived the brand Bugatti since the 1960s to come back in 1988. And thirdly, and as a designer I have to say, I very much admire the work of the designer of the car, EB110. If we start at the rear of the car, you see a very direct translation in a modern interpretation. If you look at the rear end of EB110, it's a very graphical look, no? These pill shapes, very geometric. We translated that onto this car, but not literally. We inverted that whole theme, and the whole area in the back there is like a breathing chimney for the engine compartment. When you look towards the front of the car, yes, you see a reminiscence to the EB110 by a smaller horseshoe. Not as small as it is on the original car and quite a bit more three-dimensional, but not as big as on the Chiron either. And you see that the Macaron logo is sitting outside of the horseshoe, more on top. You see a much more slanted nose, which benefits for aerodynamic development in the end. And you also see an evolution from the EB110 headlights that were state-of-the-art at the time, but now we have much more modern technology with less space for the headlights that creates a much more modern look and a modern translation as an homage project starting from the EB110 facial graphic.